Hello and welcome to The Witch Source. I'm Whitney and I have something especially fabulous for you guys. I have the wonderful Jessica from Starfish Astrology with us, and we're going to talk about the astrology that is happening, what's happening in the sky and the heavens for the next month for April. And she's going to tell us all about that, what's going on, and then we're going to talk about each sign, what you can expect. And I will be giving, this will be fun, this is new. I'm going to be doing little mini readings for each sign for the month when we get to that section. So I'm really excited. And just to let you guys know, I just love Jessica. She's amazing. I have had a reading done with her myself. My sister has as well. And I highly recommend her. And I could talk to her forever. There has been times that we've talked for like 3 hours at a time.
Right.
I didn't even realize.
Sorry.
She's great. I highly recommend her. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. And if you're interested in having a reading done with her, you can email her at starfishastrology@gmail.com. And in case you missed it, I'll mention it again at the end. But she is great. And I think it's very well worth it. I had that done. Gosh, it's been like a year ago almost coming up.
Yeah, about a year this summer. I think it was like during the summer, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Summer.
Super excited. Let's just jump right in and we'll get started with Aries.
Right. So hi, thank you for having me. It's great to be here. So this month we have a lot going on for everyone. Like she said, we're going to start with Aries. For Aries, for April 2023, this month you're going to be extremely social. You'll really be putting yourself out there, improving your reputation, and going to extremely productive ways. You'll be getting a lot of work done, and you'll, especially during the first week of April, you're going to find yourself really like tidying up your home, looking after your home, bonding with family members, a lot of like home-focused things happening in the beginning of the month. And then also, they'll be working on improving your mental health around the 5th. We have a full moon, and you may have some sort of like breakup or some kind of like turmoil in relationships, but it doesn't necessarily have to be in your love life. It could be in partnerships, business, casual, social, and you might end up like ending a connection with someone, or you'll have an ending, so to speak, in relationships. Like I said, it doesn't necessarily mean romantic. It just means like in any kind of partnership that you may have. But it's around this time you're going to also be expanding and growing in your personal life and like working toward success. From the 11th to the 12th, you'll find that your achievements are finally being recognized, and you're going to accomplish something that you've been waiting a long time to do, and you've put a lot of work in, especially over the last month. So there's going to be a lot of growth here and for you during the middle of the month. It's a great time to start new projects. Anything you start around the middle of the month is almost guaranteed to be successful for you. And you may find that writing as well as communicating with others should flow really easily and really nicely with you. Networking and your relationship with your friends, it'll be a really, really good month to kind of flow easily with your relationships and with just communication in general. So around, the 19th, you'll have the solar eclipse in your sign. So you're going to experience tremendous personal growth. You're going to have most growth of all signs, and you're going to be propelled towards a brand new chapter of life. You're going to have the biggest changes of all the signs, and it's going to be a really intense transit for you. And there'll also be extremely, extremely like high emotions, like emotional, around the 19th. So you want to watch out, since you're going to have such major changes in your life towards the end of the month. You may have like mounting pressure to build your finances, because it moves from the sign of Aries to Taurus. So you'll be wanting to make decisions with your money, and then kind of it's going to be putting a lot of energy into your finances, and it's going to move into Taurus. So you're going to want financial security. So that's going to play a big role by the end of this month. But yeah, so that's basically a lot that's going on with Aries. So do you want to say anything about that?
We are like wrapping up Aries season 2, right?
Yeah, for sure. And Aries season, Aries season's always just, it's always like a happy time. It's fire energy. It's Aries are, it's the ram. It's a cardinal sign. It's the first and youngest zodiac sign. And it is, I think it's the 14th is the last day. So April 14th will be the last day of Aries. And then we go into Taurus. But I always think about the zodiac chart as like, you know, Aries being the youngest, and you go around from Aries and then Taurus, and you go all the way around, and Pisces being the last zodiac sign. So they always say, like, you know, you always pick up attributes from the sign before, but Aries is like, you know, it's the youngest sign. They're very honest and energetic, and they can be impatient, but they're very passionate. They're fiery. So they're very like, you know, just like, I think of almost like a little kid just being like, you want to get this stuff moving, you know what I mean? Like they're very quick and they're very, you know, wanting to get things done. You know what I mean? Like that's just how Aries is. So the fact that it's going to be moving, especially from the first to the second house, it's going to be a lot of, you know, taking your energy and putting it from, you know, figuring out what you're going to do and then trying to stabilize the Taurus's earth. It's very grounded energy. It's very much like consistent and determined. And that's what the money situation for Aries is going to be by the end of the month. So it's like, you know, coming up with ideas and like working, executing it, figuring out what you're going to do, Aries energy, and then moving into like making them solid foundations and, you know, very, very, Taurus is very, very grounded, it's an earth sign. So it's like very much consistent with what it does. So yeah, I love Aries. Aries, yeah, they're the youngest. I just, like I said, I always think of them as like being almost like children, the children of the zodiac. You know what I mean? Like they're very impulsive and very like fiery.
Like, are we there yet? Are we there yet?
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome. Okay, so Aries, let's see. I'll do a couple quick shuffles, and then we'll see.
I'm excited to see. My son's in Aries. My son is in Aries, and his birthday's today. So happy birthday to him. And also I'm excited to see what his month's going to be with the cards.
Yeah.
It's going to be like.
All right, here we go. We'll see what it holds. Here we go. All right, Aries, here we go. All right, so Aries for the month of April. Okay, first things first, I'm seeing right off is you want to try your best to stay positive and stay away from the negativity, because that's showing up. Like that's going to be the struggle kind of towards the beginning. It feels like the beginning of the month. There's going to be that issue of feeling like almost a letdown, like some things aren't going to fully come to fruition that you were hoping. So there's going to be a little bit of a letdown, and there's going to be that tendency to want to go to like the negative thoughts, like, oh, it was a stupid idea anyway, or just to have those negative thoughts there. And you want to let those go. Try really hard to just focus on your happiness, your joy, trying again, creating some kind of a balance and a harmony. Focus on creating more peace for yourself in your life during this month of April. And you're going to have a lot more luck with that, especially if you can not go to the negative, stay positive. There will be a lot of really cool signs and things showing up for you. Actually feels like this is middle of the month. You're going to have like things start to shift and start to move in a higher, better direction if you pay attention to the signs. So the universe is going to be talking to you, leaving you little like breadcrumbs along the way. And if you start following those, it's going to take you to a new level, like a new opportunity, a new way of kind of up leveling in your life, because we've got the guardian here. And this is all about like stepping into a new way of being, or stepping fully into yourself, or stepping fully into an opportunity, like really becoming present and bringing yourself forward, and just no longer playing small is what it feels like really like I'm going to show up and I'm going to make it to this next level. And all of this happens and kind of comes all about based on your intuition. So the intuition is going to be kicked up into high gear towards the end of the month. And it's like going to be leaving you that breadcrumb along the way. So your intuition's already going to be telling you from the beginning of the month, you know, stay positive. Don't think that way. Don't be negative. knowing something else is coming, and then following those signs as they come along. And you'll see, like, towards the end of the month, once you finally make it to that new place or that next level feeling, you'll see how everything kind of fell into place the way it was supposed to, and intuitively knowing that everything happened for a reason. Like, what happened at the beginning of the month, that seemed so negative or wanted to bring you down, had to happen to get you to where you needed to be. So intuition, trust it throughout this month, follow those signs, and get ready, because it's like there's going to be some growth, or something really good coming, like an accomplishment, or you're going to feel accomplished. So really exciting for Aries, actually.
Yeah, that is exciting. I'm excited for them. Like I said, my son's birthday, so I was just putting him in context. Everything you're saying, it totally makes sense. So yeah. Okay, so the next one's Taurus, and like I said, Taurus is the bull. They're a fixed sign, the Earth sign, and they are till May 26th. So it's April 19th, 14th, 19th. Okay, so April 19th till May 26th. Okay, so for Taurus, this is going to be a really good month, for you, pretty much, maybe even throughout the whole year, for you to build up your wealth, and your finances will be flowing very nicely. You're going to be hustling to secure that money, secure that bag. You're going to, your mental health is going to improve. It's going to really flourish the first week of April. You may find yourself working very hard on content or written projects, or something that you're working on, any kind of project, but you're going to find it's going to be flowing very nicely. You're going to find yourself putting a lot of work into anything that you may be writing, or any projects that you have, and you're going to be very productive. You're going to be working hard towards making this a success. And also your social life will be doing really well too during this time. You may even receive a lot of support or helpful advice from your friends. On the 5th, we have a full moon. So you may have some sort of ending when it comes to a health chapter you may be going through, or maybe perhaps you are going to implement like healthier diet or exercise or something like that, to changing up your health routine, basically. And there may be an ending in the workplace. So some of you may have to, change jobs, or some of you may find other ways of making, money during this time, or just, it's going to be something in your employment, and your money's going to shift. And like I said, your mental health's going to really be improved during this time, especially during the middle of the month. And not only mental, but physical too. The second of the month for you is going to be when you can expect financial abundance, and your career will flourish. So you can expect a lot of career success. You may have positive new beginnings in your career. Some of you may even get a promotion, perhaps even seek out like a new job, like I said, a new change of job or something like that, where you can get more money. But overall, that you'll have major improvements and advancements in your career. So there now. Let's see. The best time out of 2023 for you is definitely around this time to make a lot of money. So I would really focus on your finances right now. Now you have a solar eclipse in your 12th house coming up on the 19th. So you may find yourself like reinventing yourself, your spirituality. It's the 12th house, and the 12th house is the house of spirituality, like what's hidden, what's what we can't see. It's the last house, so it's like the house of our destiny. It's also the house of like it's a very spiritual house. So you have it in. So you may find like your spirituality being renewed, or just going in that direction more. But yeah, so, and you might also have a lot more intuition at this time. Like you'll be having feelings about this or feelings about that. It's going to be really, really strong around that time. And yeah, so yeah, it's going to be a really big month for Taurus. So good luck to you, Taurus.
Yeah, it sounds busy, a lot going on, especially financially. Sure. It almost makes me wonder, based on what you're saying, it feels like they're going to have opportunity to make a lot of money this month, and that they kind of want to do something very productive with it in case there's a little bit of that downturn or job loss or change, so that they can like have it set back and keep their foundation stable.
Yeah.
But if they like trust and listen to their intuition, then it sounds like it's going to be like an uptick.
Oh,
They're going
yeah.
to be fine. They'll be able to navigate their way through it.
It's a really good month for them, honestly. And it's got a lot of financial stuff and a lot of like achieving like success with like something what they're working on, either a project, but definitely something with their career, the way that they're making money is going to change for the better. So, I mean, positive all the way around for Taurus. So,
yeah.
cool.
And then you said like the spiritual thing too. So that's, to me,
Yeah.
that's very exciting. I love that part of,
Yeah.
you know, all of that. Because it's always,
the 12th house is, it's kind of something. 12th house and the 8th house are kind of scary for people because it's like 12th house is like, you know, it's like I said, it's the end of the zodiac wheel. So it's almost like, you know, the spirit, the level we can't see. It's like where we're all gonna go, but it's like, you know, it's so like, you know, mysterious that it's like you don't really, you know it's there. But anyway, it will definitely strengthen the spirituality, and Taurus will probably have a lot more premonitions or just like gut intuition that'll be like spot on, you know, especially during that time. So yeah, it's exciting for them. And Taurus being an earth sign, like earth signs by nature, being earth is like what you could touch, what you could feel. So like anytime I'm doing astrology for someone, I always notice that like the earth signs give me a lot of trouble. You know what I mean? Like the fire signs are just like, you know, fire is spirituality, 100%. All fire signs are they're very strong in spirituality. Water signs too, very emotional, very psychic, very, you know, spiritual. But the air will logically be able to, air will come around and, you know, be with it. But for some reason, it's the earth signs that want to see, like, they want earth, like something tangible, something they could, they want, that's how, you know what I mean? And it's always Capricorn, you know, and Tauruses and Virgos. They're just like the ones that are like always want, you know what I mean? They're the ones that give me the most trouble during readings. It's like, because they want tangible earth, you know, proof, something that they can touch, and you can't really give it to them with astrology. But yeah, right. So, but when you guys make a lot of money this month, or next month, or this month, you can remember me, Taurus. There'll be something tangible there.
There you go. Yeah. All right. Let's see what's going on from the cards. All right, Taurus. Let's see what the cards have to say. Okay. Wow. Okay. So I did shuffle you guys, and we've got a lot of the exact same cards coming up. It's interesting. But what I'm getting is that there's going to be your connections are going to be very important. And the staying spiritual is going to be very important. So the intuition, like you're talking about, it's showing up here again, and it's saying like to be creative and try to have like a fresh new approach to things. So, you know, try to think outside of the box, be a little bit different, and create something. Look at things with new eyes, and really trust that intuition. Again, there's another same as Aries, like an advance, an up leveling, a moving forward type of momentum, like getting that leg up, or, you know, reaching a really solid point. So that's going on. There's also going to be a lot of signs that's going to show you and really give you that proof that you're looking for, like that, like, okay, I can see this, I can, you know, touch this, this is really happening. There's going to be signs that are going to lead you towards that you're going to be able to then turn around and use creatively if you are so inclined or choose to, essentially. But I think you're also going to be able to really have, it's funny that you mentioned that spiritual, because this card is really like that connection piece with the divine, with source, or whatever, you know, it is that somebody believes in, saying that you're going to see throughout the month where spirit is really working and uplifting and holding you once you look back. So again, it's kind of that same vibe of being able to look back and see like all the puzzle pieces falling into place, being able to connect all of the dots to get that strong proof for yourself. And it is going to be very intuitively led if you will listen to it and follow it. But you're going to really know that everything happened by divine design, more or less, is what I'm getting, that it's going to come about in that fashion. So I think what I'm feeling is like Taurus is going to, yes, have this big up leveling in the money department. They get that opportunity to make that big change and like next level.
Right.
But they're going to realize that there was like some miraculous piece behind it as well. Like everything
Right.
miraculously fell into place to make it happen, or it was almost like a miracle that everything played out the way that it did, to
For sure.
help firm up and back up that spiritual piece. Very cool.
Right. Yeah, it is cool. It's really cool. And I'm Taurus rising, so I kind of like take that into account too. So yeah, I'm excited. And there seems to be a theme too, for everyone with the, with the solar eclipse. There is a lot of just like new beginnings and stuff. So it's like a lot, depending on where everything falls, it's like, a lot of it is happening in finances. Like, okay, so the next sign is Gemini, and I should have done this for all of them, but Gemini is the twins. It's the immutable air sign, and they are, from May 21st to June 20th. And they're the twins, and they're very insightful, very cheerful. They're very quick-witted. They're very, they get a bad, I think they have a bad rep, because they're the twins. So they're like, you know what I mean? But they're an air sign, but they are, that's my other son, by the way. So I have one Aries and one Gemini. So anyway, they also are going to have a lot going on this month. So the first week of April is going to be really dedicated towards like wanting to build up their finances. So it's a very big theme going on here, and building up their career success. And the dedication and hard work is really going to pay off. So they may be budgeting, or they may be putting saving practices into place. They'll be working extremely hard, but they'll find that their career is going to flourish, and they're going to get very good results from when it comes to the money, and they're able to save and have some kind of advancement in their career. Now we have a full moon, so that's on the 5th. So they might have an ending when it comes to relationship. They might have with someone, there may be closure when it comes to like a romantic relationship, or they're gonna maybe an ending with a creative project. They're gonna be going through major life changes in their love life, and also creative endeavors. They may have some kind of like breakup that could, in like their social life as well. But it doesn't have, like I said, it doesn't have to be a romantic interest, but it's going to be around the middle of the month. There should be a lot of growth and expansion when it comes to making new friends and finding, they'll be a lot more extroverted at this time. And they're going to be also ending one relationship, but also forming new relationships coming up that are going to be like beneficial to them, different kinds of connections. It doesn't have to be romantically, but just like beneficial connections with others. They're going to put out, and it's going to be a good, it's going to be obviously like a good time. And they're going to also be attracting a lot of attention. The middle of the month, they'll be a very charismatic, very popular. It's an amazing time for them to manifest things into existence and to accomplish things that they may want also to, attract into their life. But it's really great, especially for like education and like, if you're going to school, or if, educational things, so to say, or so to speak. But there's a lot of, there might also possibly be travel. Middle of the month, the 14th and the 15th, however, they may find that they're really grinding when it comes to, doing too much when it comes to working, and they might not have much time during that period. But then, so in the solar eclipse is going to happen in their 11th house. So you're going to have to find new beginnings when it comes to like friendships or social networks. It could be online, it can be in person, but like your groups of people could be with your church, whatever, your groups of social networks are. But you're going to be attracting a lot of attention, and mid to late April. And so you're going to end the month with, maybe even traveling this month, and it's going to be causing you a little bit of anxiety. So you want to watch out for that. But yeah, that's going to be like hustling and grinding a lot of the month. And so that's Gemini.
They sound busy.
Right? And it's exhausted just like saying all that. Yeah, they have a lot going on too. I mean, we are in eclipse season, so it's like everyone's kind of going to be going through a lot, and especially like with the seasons changing and just like everything's like, you know what I mean? It's almost like people are just like coming out of like hibernation from this cold. So.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like they're going to be working hard, super busy, and maybe like they're not going to have maybe the best of luck at the beginning of the month with these relationships, but sounds like there's that opportunity for new ones towards the end of the month.
Right. And then also they're attracting. They're going to be in the, where they're going to go places, and people are going to, they're going to be drawing a lot of attention. So that's going to bring about, different kinds of possibilities too. So definitely attracting and center of attention. So
cool. All right. All right. So Gemini, here we go. All right. Let's see what the cards have to say for Gemini for April. Okay. All right. So I'm getting that there's going to be a point of being very wishy-washy, unsure, going back and forth. It's almost like I get a feeling of like chasing their tail. Like they're going to be going in circles. And they're going to feel like they're on this hamster wheel. And it's like, when can I get off? When can I get off this hamster wheel? But it's going to all pay off is what I'm getting. It's like, do the work, do it now, but it's going to be good for the future in creating that balance and peace for yourself. But there also is the fairy godmother here. So there's going to be at some point, like towards the middle end of the month, there's going to be a gift, something really good, really positive. It's the fairy godmother. It's like, something you've always wanted, or something that you've dreamed about, or, that secret hope that you always held on to, like being gifted to you and actually coming into reality and being like, oh my gosh, this really happened for me. So that rescue energy, she's going to be there to rescue and to take care of you and make things better. And then there's going to be an opportunity to really come out of any kind of darkness or dark place that somebody has kind of been in. There's going to be like an opening to improve, to change, to grow, to kind of come out of whatever darkness that may be, whether that be like a bad relationship that you didn't even see was bad until you were out of it. But you're able to see like a shifting and like, okay, this was for my good. I was able to finally see the light and move towards it. And starting something new. So initiations down here. So I would say for Gemini, definitely towards the end of the month, stay open to anything new, positive. If there's new opportunities that present themselves, anything new. It could be a job. It could be moving. It could be relationships, friendships, any of that. But there's the initiation down here. So it's the start of something really good and promising. So take it. Don't miss the opportunity. Go for it.
That's awesome. I like how like the both readings kind of like they mesh together. You know what I mean? Like it totally makes sense with like astrologically how it matches with what you're saying. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really cool to see how that happens. It's like,
yeah, that is cool.
Yeah, really neat.
Okay, so the next one's Cancer, and Cancer is from the 21st of June to the 22nd of July, and they are the first water sign. They are their ruling planet is the moon, and they are very gentle, imaginative, very caring, sensitive. They could be possessive. They're the crab, but they're cardinal water. And so for April, for Cancer, you're going to be extremely productive. You're going to get a lot of work done. You are going to be very much on the go. You're going to be getting a lot of tasks out of the way. Some of you may be thinking about your educational plans and putting that in focus. And some of you may also be planning a trip or may be planning to travel around at this time. School's going to be going well. You expect to get, you're expecting to get, because you put the work in for, good results with that. And on the 5th, we have a full moon. So you may even plan on relocating, or you may even plan on changing up your living environment, like refurnishing, redecorating, things like that. So there may be changes in your living situation or difficulties with family members around the 5th during the first half of that time of the month. Your career may be expanding, or maybe looking for another job, or just kind of like branch out from your existing, if you're not in school. But there seems to be a flowing theme that everything with your finances should be like flowing very nicely. You probably were struggling mentally recently, but it's going to be an improvement in your mental health from previously, and just like anxiety and stress, but they'll be lifted, and you're going to be making plans around either education or travel around the 19th. You are that's the solar eclipse is going to be in your 10th house, which is the house of career. So you may have a major brand new positive beginning in your career. It may be a little unsettling, but you can expect a lot of expansion or growth in your career, but in a positive way. You're going to, it's a forward moving trajectory. And yeah, it's a really amazing time. 10th house is like I said, it's the house of our profession, our job. It's like our, that's where it's going to be taking place. So it's going to be some kind of like career success during the second half of the month, but you're going to have to put larger focus on your finances, trying not to spend too much. You're going to, like I said, you're going to be wanting to put money into your house and trying to make things better at home. In general, I think Cancer's really like doing that because it rules the 4th house, which is like the house of our homes, So yeah, but by the end of the month, you'll be wanting to be more social. You're going to want to communicate with your friends. You're going to want to go out with them, and you want to watch out with in your relationships at the end of the month. So yeah, that's why for Cancer.
Okay. All right. Let me get some shuffles in, and we will see what is up with Cancer. I like that that they are, all about making their home more homey.
Yeah, they're definitely refurnishing, redecorating something. But Cancers in general, they rule the 4th house. It's like the mother, the moon. The moon rules the 4th house, so it's like their home. Like that's just anytime you have Cancer, it's like they would much rather be, at their home than anywhere else. Like they're very much like homebodies. Like it's a really cool sign. It's also a water sign. I'm a water sign, so it's always like it's the cardinal water. So I feel like they're a lot more ambitious. You know what I mean? Like all the cardinal signs are very much, they take the initiative, get things going, get things moving. Whereas so the fixed signs are more like they're very determined, and they'll get things after things have gotten moving. The fixed signs will kind of like keep them going. Like they're very determined, just like loyal, reliable, and then mutable signs are like all over the place. They're like, you know what I mean? Like they're adaptable. They're very flexible. They're not like, you ask a mutable sign, like, oh, what do you want for dinner? Like, they're like, whatever you want. They're very much, cardinal signs are like, we're going to get this. Fixed signs are like, no, I need to have, you know what I mean? Like, it's really weird. I don't know. It's really interesting when you break it down like that. I don't know. I always do in my head when I'm thinking about it, like, yeah, that's how cardinal signs are. And yeah, Cancer's definitely got a lot going on this month. So I'm excited for you guys.
Right. All right, Cancer, let's see what the cards have to say. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. So it's funny because there's like a lot of blue here.
Yeah, they're pretty.
With the water. Okay. So.
Yeah, with the water. You're right. That is true. It does look like that. See how they're flowing together?
Yeah, they really are. It's really pretty. And you said that this is related to the moon, which is really cool. We've got at the top here magic. It's just magic all around. So I'm feeling like, okay, so for those out there that are Cancer for their sign, it's going to feel like a magical time if you if you focus on it, if you use the magic that's around you. So there's a lot of magic within this sign naturally is what I'm feeling. And but they can also create a lot of magic around them to the point that like people can see that they're magical and they're drawn to their magic because they can see it. It just kind of is around them. They just exude it. And the dreaminess is here. Like there's a dreamy quality. So it looks like for this month, the challenge for the Cancer sign is going to be making a decision, because there's a lot of wishy-washy here. So it's like you're not really sure. You have some ideas in mind. You have some goals in mind. You have, things that you dream about doing or accomplishing, but it's really hard for you to be like, yep, this is it, and do the magic and do the work to make it happen. So really try to focus, pinpoint something, like pick something and stick with it, see it through. And study and knowledge is here. So this is talking about knowledge, wisdom, gaining, studying, researching, school, things like that. Like that's going to be really important. So if you can pick something that you really want to do, then go do the research, do the study, go to school for it, and make connections that will help you in the direction of what you want to accomplish. So it feels like there's going to be a possibility towards the end of the month to make very valuable connections that will help you in the long run get to where you want to go. So use the natural magic that you have within you to make these connections, use that magic within you. But yeah, just it's really, the hard part is going to be making the decision. But once you do it, go for it. Do the study, do the knowledge, gain the knowledge, do the school, make the connections, and just keep flowing. Like keep going with this water you've got going on. And
right.
You'll be
It's
able
awesome.
to. Yeah.
That is cool. That is, they're not being all blue and like watery theme. That's awesome. Okay, so good luck, Cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah. The next one we have is Leo, and Leo is from July 23rd to the 22nd of August. And they are a fire sign. They are very much fixed fire, so they can be stubborn. All the fixed signs can be very like set in their fixed, right? So they're kind of like set in their ways, but also fiery. So they have a lot of passion, spirituality, energy. They're very enthusiastic. They're very loyal. And also this will be a big thing for what's going on with us now, because of the fact that Leo rules the fifth house, which and the sun rules Leo. So if you think about it, with everything going on astrologically, it's going to be a big thing for Leo. So Leo, you're finally going to get something that you've been working extremely hard for the past couple of months. You may also have an amazing, news around like traveling somewhere or going somewhere where you wanted to go or plan to go. First week of April, you're going to be very determined to overcome any kind of health or mental health or just mental health issues. You may also have you may be like been, bothered by something mentally in the past few months, but you're going to really, put a lot of energy into, fixing that. But you also may find yourself hustling to get secure finances for yourself, which will lead to a very beneficial implication the end of the first week of April. So when it comes to your finances on the 5th, you'll have a new moon in the 3rd house. So with a project that you may be working on or something, it could have to do with speaking, talking, communication, anything like that. You can be having money coming in from anything 3rd house related. And like I said, the 3rd house is ruled by Mercury. So it's something to do with like, could be the internet, it could be the newspaper, it could be, anything where you're communicating with other people. So you may, or a written project too that you've been working on. That's during the first half of April. You may have to let go of some sort of goal that you had that you no longer want to pursue. You'll also be expanding your knowledge and reading a lot, and maybe learning. You're becoming more, just learning things, becoming more intelligent, just in pursuing kind of things that you're interested in, learning about it, and just, obtaining knowledge. But this is a great time for you to plan a trip if you're planning on going somewhere. If you want to go somewhere, from the 11th to the end of the month, you'll have Venus in your 11th house. So you'll find yourself being very social, very extroverted. You'll find that your social life will flow very nicely. You may have be forming like new connections in your friendships. You may be networking a lot with people. You may be forming just very useful networks and connections that will help you get ahead, and it'll bring a big boost to your reputation as well. And it will also be able to help you succeed in your career, as well as gaining a lot of recognition and notoriety. But overall, you're going to be very popular by the end of the month, and you'll have a huge boost, and your friendship should be flowing nicely, and you'll be making new friends, and you'll be very social. So yeah, that's going on with Leo. So good luck, Leo.
All right. Sounds fun. Like they got a busy social life and some projects going on.
Right. And yeah, so excited for them. My sister's a Leo, and she's they have a lot of stuff going on with they're traveling. I was thinking about it when I was reading. I'm like, this is totally exactly what they're doing. This it's like traveling, like communication, internet, stuff like that. So it's like, yeah, it's totally vibing.
All right, cool. All right, let's see what the cards have to say. All right. All right, so Leo for the month of April. Oh, wow. Okay. All right, so Leo.
There's the red for the fire for the Leo, right?
Yeah, that's what I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah, always like hitting the face, and I look at my, wow, there's the red.
Yep, there it is. Okay, yeah. Pay attention to the signs this month. That's going to be really, really important. At some point, it feels like towards the beginning of the month, you're going to have to use all of your courage. Your courage is really going to be tested at the beginning of the month. But if you continue to just follow the signs, stay the course, and just keep moving where the signs lead you, and your courage is going to be tested. Like you're going to have to do something that maybe it feels uncomfortable to you, something you've never done before. It might even be when you get to that point of like, you're trying to get everything accomplished, and you're trying to like reach your goal, and it's actually about to happen. There's that moment of fear that happens like right before it happens. And it's like, you kind of psych yourself out a little bit, and it's almost like you're afraid to finally push through and get that finish, because it's like you don't know, like is it really gonna work? But it's like that fear moment, and you have to push through it and use that courage. You're gonna have opportunity to really go deeper within yourself, to learn more about who you are, what your limits are, what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are. And it feels like that's going to go hand in hand with this testing of your courage. It's like you're going to have an opportunity to really discover new strengths within yourself. Then we have this, it's actually a very large transformation that is going to be taking place by the end of the month. It's like everything is going to just change. And it's like you're going to be almost like a new person. Like your courage is going to be tested. And then you're going to realize like you had this amazing thing within you all along. You just didn't even know it was there. And it's just going to change everything for you. And you're going to have this opportunity to feel like you can do anything. You can accomplish anything. You can make anything happen. And you're going to have that opportunity to really make that a permanent situation in your life of making this transformation, and then using what you discover about yourself to push that forward out into your life and your world, to make like a ripple effect of really positive changes from this transformation. So very cool, a little scary, but you can totally do it. So keep going, push forward. It's going to be very, very good.
That's awesome. There's a lot of big changes for everyone, I think. Yeah. So good luck, Leo. That's awesome. But Leo's like the one sign that you just like don't have to worry about. Like they're so like proud, and so like, you know what I mean? Like they're so like fearless almost. Like I just think of like the, just like the regal, like you know what I mean? They walk in the room, they just get the attention. I feel like if anyone can do it, it's Leo. So good luck, Leo.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Okay, so the next one's Virgo. Virgo is an earth sign. Like I said earlier, they are from, if your birthday's anywhere between August 23rd and September 22nd, but they're mutable and they're an earth sign. And Virgos also get a bad rep because they are very, very analytical, very practical because they're an earth sign. They're very, they're the most detail oriented sign. They're very smart. They're very much like the helping sign. They rule the sixth house, which is the house of like work or day-to-day activities, but also helping others. But they help others in a very tangible way. Like I'm dating a Virgo, and like, all right, yeah. So like I'm a Pisces, right? And he's a Virgo, and Pisces is like on the other end. It's in opposition to Virgo, right? But like if he wants to, like he'll take the snow off my car, very tangible things. He'll bring the groceries and things that, you know what I mean? Me, I'm like doing this kind of stuff. I'm like, you know what I mean? Like looking at his chart, like Virgos will help you with tangible ways, very, very much like physical ways, things that will help you, like, and Pisces being in opposition, they will help you more like spiritual ways. They'll do things to help you, like your psyche and your, so it's really interesting. Right. But yeah, love Virgos. But Virgos this month, this month's going to be one of the best months for you for the whole year financially. There'll be success at work during the first week of the month, and there's going to be you're going to be really achieving a lot of your goals, and you're going to be working towards them. You're going to be aggressively pursuing them too, and making things happen. And you'll be putting a lot of effort into being more productive and overcoming challenges and really getting your work done by the end of the first week of April. You'll find that you've accomplished a lot. There may be there might be things that are bothering you before that you'll didn't get a chance to do, to get it out of the way. But you'll end up having good news when it comes to finding the time to actually accomplish it, putting energy into getting it done and actually pursuing it and getting it done. But you're going to get, your social life's going to be improving. You're going to be having more connections. You'll be putting a lot of effort into forming like either networks, friendships, or just, socializing. It should be running really nicely. You may be finding that, you have this is funny because you said you're dating a Virgo and I just said I'm dating a Virgo. And then as I'm like reading my notes, I literally have on there that you may find that your romantic partner or friend is very supportive of you and very helpful, and you'll be forming a deeper bond with them, right? Especially around the 5th. I'm thinking like, I didn't just write this for me. I'm like, this is legit. I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm like, sounds like, and you'll buy her a diamond ring. I'm like, you know what I mean? It's like, so yeah. On the 5th, you have a full moon in your second house of finances. So there may be an ending to a chapter in your finances. So there may be paying off a debt, or you'll be ending a certain way in that you're making money or starting something else, or just there's going to be some kind of like something ending and, beginning. So with your finances, the first half of the month, you'll also find that you're placing a large emphasis on investing, or perhaps trying to find another way to make money. During the middle of the month, you're going to have extreme opportunities for growth in your finance section. And it'll be one of the best times out of 2023 for your finances. Like I said, it's, to find a new stream of revenue, or you may be able to make money either way. Your finances are going to be flourishing. So that's good for all of us. And you're going to be, building up your wealth in your career. And even if it's like an investment or just something with your finances, it's something positive is going to definitely be happening in their finance sector of their charts. So you may have there's going to be a lot of opportunities to kind of like have some kind of growth with that. You might be gaining a lot of recognition for things that you've done. Or on the 19th, you'll have you have the solar eclipse in your 8th house, and that's the house of finances and investments as well. So you may find and like basically you're looking for something, and you might actually being able to find a new stream of revenue coming in. But it should be going really, really well. Like I said, this is the best time of the year for you financially, Virgo. And let's see. Yeah, so that's basically, you want to just focus. That's the main focus for the month is Virgo. So good luck to you, Virgo.
Yeah, that is very good for all of us.
Right?
I will totally take it. And it's so cool because that goes very much in line with some things that that he's working on and that we have in the works. So all that sounds very promising.
Right. With Virgo, you never know. Their wheels are always turning. You know what I mean? Like they're always like, so I never know what he's working on, but he's always working on something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, how did you, so yeah, they're conjuring something up, but.
Yeah, that is so true. Like he's always got some kind of scheme or plan.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
That he doesn't tell me about until it's
right. Yeah, exactly. Yep.
So true. All right, Virgo, here we go. We'll see what the cards have to say. All right, let's see. It's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, this is fun. Okay, so there's going to be the opportunity this month, Virgo, for you to create a lot of flow and joy and balance, harmony, peace, joy, all that stuff. But it feels very solid, like a solid, very balanced foundation that you're going to be able to create this big opportunity and use it. And there's going to be an opportunity for you to, within this, for you to be very honest with yourself and the people around you with who you really are, what you really want to do, how you really want to live. Like you're going to show the world who you really are and what you have to put out there and offer. And that's going to be the thing that really makes a big difference, is being just very honest and putting that out there into the world. And as a result, you're going to get honesty back. So get ready. You might find out some hard truths, that you weren't really prepared for. But it doesn't matter. It's like, it's not going to matter. It's going to be in the rearview mirror, because the next thing coming is freedom. So you're going to have freedom to be who you are, live life the way you want to live it, express who you are, live fully within yourself, be very authentic in who you are, how you live. And that includes like in your relationships, your family, your job, your money, like everything. You're going to feel that, like that big sigh of relief, like finally I can breathe, like things are good. You have that freedom. Magic is really big for you this month. If you are magical, which if you're listening to this podcast, you probably are very magical, Virgo, use your magic this month. It's going to benefit you greatly. So if you've kind of been slacking on doing your magic, especially if it's in the realm of manifesting, get busy. Take advantage of the energy that is available this month and do your magic. It's going to benefit you, but there's going to be magic all around you just happening. It feels like it's going to be fast, like boom, 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 boom. Like, and it's going to feel so magical, almost like too good to be true. Can't believe that this is really happening type of magic that's going to be created, but it's going to be good. And the final piece of this is there's going to be like this opportunity where you get to take this mask that you've had to wear off. So while, yes, you're going to have this moment of being very free, it's almost like you've had to live up until this point not being your full self, like having to put on this mask and pretend to be somebody that you're really not, just to appease people. And you're finally going to be able to get to the point where you're like, nope, this is me, take it or leave it. And being really proud of who you are and what you've accomplished and where you're at. So, yeah, congratulations to you, and yeah, good luck. Keep going. Do your magic. You've earned it, is what it feels like. You've really earned this.
For sure. Yay! Good luck, Virgo.
Yeah,
I'm excited for it.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. Okay, so the next one we have Libra. Libra is from, what is it? The 23rd of September to October 22nd. And I'm telling you, they're very, they're ruled by Venus, so they're very pretty. They're one of the prettiest signs. Because they're ruled by Venus. They're also cardinal air sign. So, and they are very artsy. They like, pretty things. They're the scales. So they don't like to rock the boat. They like, one thing about Libra is that Libra, because they are ruled by Venus, they like things to be happy and good. And, so I've noticed with Libras, sometimes they're prone to like telling white lies only because they don't want to upset people. They don't want to, you know what I mean? So they would rather say something that's not, you know what I mean? That's the thing. It's like, cause they are ruled by Venus, which is like, love and harmony and all this. And it's like, so they would rather kind of like, do I look okay in this? Like, oh yeah, you look, even if you don't, they're just like, they're going to be like, yeah, because they don't want to stir the boat or just rock the boat. So if that makes sense, but they're very idealistic. They're very social. They've got they're really charming people. So yeah, I love Libras. And they're very physically pretty. Like you notice, especially like Libra risings, same thing with Leo risings, very, very, pretty. So, so this month for April 2023, Libra, in your relationships are going to be, you're going to be like forming like strong bonds in your romantic life. There'll be a lot of extreme things happening in your romantic life. So there will be like a huge emphasis on that this whole month. You may also find new ways to perhaps like pursue a travel or a trip, or maybe you will have new plans with like education or something on the horizon. During the first week, you're going to be grinding in your career. You're going to be getting a lot of work done. So you're going to be aggressively pursuing your work and career. And by the end of the week, the first week in April, you've gotten, you're going to be getting along really well with your coworkers, your bosses. They're going to be saying nice things about you. Things are going to be flowing well in the workplace. You may receive a lot of support from people from your work. And on the 5th, you'll have a full moon in your first house. So you'll be making changes to your personality or your reputation, or be changing something about you. You might be getting like something, you're going to alter something about yourself. You're going to be gaining a lot of attention. You'll be the main character on this time. You'll have a huge boost in your reputation. Also, you may be drastically changing your appearance. Like I said, it could be like a tattoo. It could be a piercing. It could be something about your hair getting dyed. I mean, anything to kind of like transform who you are. But so your goals are going to be rapidly changing. You may find yourself, just really working on letting go of things that have happened, even holding on to through the past, and working on letting go of those things and making really different major changes in your relationships. So yeah, you're going to have positive opportunities around the 11th to 12th. Maybe like a deeper bond, like I said, with someone in your romantic life, but you also, there's going to likely be very serious with someone, like moving a relationship to the next level, possibly. But yeah, should be flowing nicely. On the 19th, you have your solar eclipse in your 7th house, and that's the house of committed relationships. So this will be, and it actually Libra rules the 7th house. So it's like a double, it's like relationships really being stressed this month for you. So it's a really good time for your love life. You'll find, especially happening during the middle of the month to the end of the month, it's going to be flourishing with your committed relationships and partnerships again, moving then to the next level, being more serious. So yeah, that's what I have for Libra for the month of April.
All right. Sounds very promising. So it sounds like if a Libra's kind of been holding out for some commitment, that might be happening.
Libras are like I said, they rule the 7th house. They really are truly all about relationships. Like partnerships, relationships, it's almost like you don't feel complete unless they have a second. You know what I mean? That's just how it is, because they rule the 7th house. So, and so, yeah, Libra, and it's interesting that all this is going to be happening in the 7th house for them. So it's like, it's going to be really strong in their relationship. So they should be really forming new bonds and having deeper connections. It should be a good month for them, honestly.
Good. Okay, let's see. All right, Libra, let's see what the cards have to say. All right, Libra. So what I'm getting for you this month is it's time to do what you need to do. You're gonna have to take care of business, tie up some loose ends. You've got some stuff that you've kind of been dragging along, putting off, procrastinating on, and it's time to just get those things done. And it's saying that the reason you maybe haven't done some of these things is because there's some fear there. You're afraid of, what finally doing these things is going to bring about. But the biggest message for you here is get these things done. Stop procrastinating, whatever it is it's been, hanging on in the back of your mind that you've been putting off. Just do it. It's going to be okay. Like, I know that there might be some fear attached to it, but this card is letting you know that it's going to be fine. Everything's going to work out okay. You're going to feel so much better, so much freer, so much happier once you just do it and get it done with. And it's really going to be for the highest and best. And whatever that fear is, it's not going to be as bad as what you think it is. It's really not. That's what this is saying. And actually, it's probably going to free you up and give you a lot more opportunities. So stay open and receptive. So once you take care of what you need to, it's like really good things will start to come in. You just have to be willing to say yes to them when they show up for you. And then not only through the receiving and saying yes to whatever is going to be offered to you, it feels like there's going to be some kind of opportunity that's going to be presented to you or gifted to you or brought to your table, like, and laid at your feet. And it's like you want to say yes to it, and it's going to help you become more of who you are. You're going to feel more completed and whole if you'll just accept this and say yes to it. But it all starts with taking that step. Stop procrastinating. Like, just go ahead and tie up these loose ends, take care of what you need to do so that you can move on and leave these things in the past.
Yeah, and maybe like with the relationship thing, just like, taking relationships to the next step. We should also say that if your sun sign, like these horoscopes, if it's not resonating with you, I encourage you to find out what your big three are, which is your sun, moon, and rising sign. And not only here, but anytime you're looking at horoscopes at all, always kind of look for, you want to read them or listen to them for your rising sign as well. Because a lot of the times astrologers will, when they're writing the horoscopes, they write it for whatever's on the ascendant, which is your rising sign. So yeah, I just forgot to say that at the beginning. So that's pretty important too. So,
okay.
All right, good luck to you, Libra. Next one is Scorpio. Scorpio is, kind of scares me, fixed water. I'm a Scorpio moon. My kids are Scorpio risings, but they are very, like I said, they're fixed in their water, and they're very, very, they're known for just being very intense. They are very intuitive. All the water signs are very, because it's water, it's emotions, it's feelings. So all the water signs are just very psychic. They also have because they're able to, read, pick up on the energies at play because they're very hypersensitive to it. But Scorpio specifically, they are like what is it called? Like the private detectives or something, the detectives of the zodiac. They're very much, they pick up on things, nuances and stuff. But it's from the 23rd of October to, the 22nd of November. So anyway, so Scorpio, there's going to be a lot happening around your mental and physical health. Also, you might be having a huge new beginning in your finances the first week of April. You're going to be putting a lot of effort into overcoming something that may have been bothering you in the past, or overcoming some kind of work challenge. And by the end of the first week in April, you'll be getting something out of the way that you've been put a lot of emphasis on. It could be with work, or something with your school education. If you're in school or travel, you may find yourself wanting to plan something or plan some sort of trip, or you may find that you're getting a lot of your studies out of the way. On the 5th, you'll have a full moon in your 12th house of mental health. So you'll find yourself really overcoming mental health challenges. You may find that there's some anxiety or stress being brought up around this time, but you are going to manage and get over it. So you're finally going to get rid of a lot of the stress and anxiety that you've been holding back over the past couple of months. You might also find that you're improving and healing your physical health as well during the middle of the month. And you'll find that your relationships with your coworkers or your bosses are going to move very nicely. so you should have harmonious working relationships. You'll also find that you are continuously, looking after your physical health and making major improvements in your health. During the second half of the month, you'll have beautiful things happening with your finances. So be looking for that. And you're going to find that you are settling your debts and finally being able to pay off some things that you were trying to figure out how to do in the past. Figuring out things with your joint income as well. There's going to be things going on with like financially, with, jointly partnerships. But the 19th, we have a solar eclipse in your 6th house. So you'll find that, again, you're going to have new improvements with your health routine and with diet, exercise, or the way that you conduct yourself physically, and also find that your relationships with coworkers are going to be flowing really nicely, like I said, because it's the 6th house. It's work. And so you're going to also be very happy at work, and you may be finding new beginnings with your career, as well as around this time during the second half of the month, there may be tension with family members, or even a romantic partner, or perhaps your family doesn't necessarily get along with your romantic partner, or something like that, something not getting along with them, or they're not getting along with your spouse or whatever. So you'll have to ease up on tensions during the second half of the month. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of sorting out of things with relationships by that second half of the month. So yeah, that's what we have for Scorpio. So good luck, Scorpio.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get some shuffles in.
I'm like a lot. I'm trying to like say it on. I know I talk fast, so I apologize. I'm like just trying to like read my notes. I'm probably speaking way too fast. So you have to like lower the time speed for the video if I'm talking fast. You know what I mean? No, you can do it on YouTube or whatever. You can like lower or speed up the time, the speed of the video. You might have to do that when I'm talking.
All right, here we go. All right, Scorpio. Let's see what the cards have to add in. Okay, so the biggest thing right off the bat here, Scorpio, is going to be creating a balance for yourself and learning how to juggle everything where it creates a balance. And this is going to be looking at everything: your home life, your work life, your health, your money, family. It's really about juggling all of those balls and learning how to find your way through all these things that are going on and keep everything going. You want to be really, really careful too, because it seems like there's going to be something that's going to make you very upset. So there's something very sad or depressing that's going on. It could be, the mental health piece, but there's some depression, and you can work at overcoming that by focusing on the balance and finding the balance. That's going to be really, really key. Know that it's time to take some action. You're going to have to actually do some things. You're going to have to take action on creating this balance. It's not going to create itself. You're not just going to wake up one morning and be like, oh, the magical formula has fallen into my lap on how to create this perfect balance in my life. You're going to have to actively work towards it and put that effort in every single day to get this balance. Once you can work at it every single day, then it can become a habit, something that will be ingrained, and you'll figure it out, sort of say, and be able to carry that forward. But you are going to have to take action and work at it every single day. You're going to have to be very, very honest with yourself. You're not going to be able to cut corners. You're not going to be able to lie to yourself. You're not going to pretend. You can't pretend that something's not happening when it is. It's going to be a little bit tough, is what I'm getting, but it's very important that you create this balance. The other thing that's showing up here is the Goddess card. She's showing up here. So a lot of it feels like it's going to be, you can have that spiritual help with creating this balance and figuring out how to make this work if you take the moment and take the pause to get your spiritual life balanced first. If you will get your spiritual life, make that the main focus and start with getting that at the top priority of balance, that will help you get the rest of the things put into play. But you're going to, again, have to take a very active approach towards getting this spiritual life balance. And then that will help all the rest of it fall into place. So like if you know you need to be meditating and you're not, actively making the time and space to do the meditation, to put that spiritual health first, it's going to help. If it's walking for you, if it's running for you, if it's going out and hiking for you, if it's prayer time, journal time, whatever it is for you spiritually, you have to actively make it happen. Put that first, and getting that balance in there, the rest will fall into place. So it's very, very important. You can't lie to yourself anymore about it. So I'm
Awesome.
kidding.
All right. Good luck, Scorpio.
Yes.
We only have 4 more. So next we have Sagittarius. They are fire. They are also mutable. So they're quotes I understand. Mutable signs are they're great. They're just go with the flow. They're not trying to, they get along with everyone. So Sagittarius, they're ruled by Jupiter, which is the planet of luck and abundance. And they are very insightful. They're very lively. They're very they have like a free style about them, almost like a free spirit kind of a vibe. But they are also very brave and very much they still have that fire. Even though they're mutable, they still have fire. So they're very, they'll get things going and moving. So love Saggies. And for April, Sagittarius, you will be you're going to be doing a lot of grinding and hustling. You get a lot of your work done, get it out of the way the first half of the month. You're going to find that your relationships, you're going to be working on relationships. You might have some financial problems to overcome, financial complications, but you will get them sorted out by the end of the month. On the 5th, we have a full moon in your 11th house of friendship and groups of people, friendships. So there may be a major change when it comes to like your social groups or your friends, or it's also like the internet too, just like, social media kind of thing. So yeah, you'll be, when it comes to like, social groups, internet, friends, things like that, but you may be letting go of a friend who no longer, plays a role in your life or serves a purpose in your life during the middle of the month, or you have a lot of positive growth going and it's expansion in your romantic relationships. Deepen like a committed relationship, or whether you have with someone, and and you should be working on creative projects and they should be flowing very nicely. There'll be, communication with your romantic partner will be flowing very nicely as well. You'll be having your communication level will just be like really excellent. You'll be getting along. You'll be extremely productive and by the ways of like work and improving your daily routine. On the 19th, there's a solar eclipse in your 5th house of dating, love, children, creative projects. So you may launch like a brand new creative project, which will be successful over the next 6 months. You may find that you're trying a new beginning in a romantic situation or some kind of new beginning in either it's like publishing, creativity, or romantic partnerships. But it's really, it's going to be blessed. Like it's going to be positive over the next 6 months. And you'll see that there's going to be some tension when it comes to your physical health. So you may want to find yourself, putting more effort into like looking after your health. You may also find yourself hustling more in your career. But so that's basically Saggies for the month of April. So good luck to you guys. Good luck, Saggies.
All right. Well, talking to me there, so we'll see what happens.
Oh, yeah, right. I just think you're a Leo.
Yeah.
That's good, though. I mean, you are making some kind of creative, like work changes, like creative, I forget exactly what I said, but yeah.
Yeah.
Just changes in like your work and creative projects. And this is a creative project.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All right. Here we go. All right, Sagittarius. Let's see what the cards say. Okay. All right. So, right off the bat, the health is right at the very top. So, paying attention to your health is going to be important. And making some changes where your health is concerned is going to be important. It's got to be some uh, pretty serious changes. So, make sure that you are taking a very proactive approach. So, if there's something that's been going on with you, with your health that maybe you've been putting off, like, you're not wanting to go to the doctor and you need to, and something's been nagging at you, you haven't paid attention to it, those kinds of things, make sure that you go, like go to that doctor, go figure it out. Like if they tell you, that it's time to start a diet or an exercise program or something like that, like it's very important that you make a serious change in the health department. And that's going to be very, very important. The next thing is it's almost like some doors are going to be opening up. Some opportunities are going to be showing up that you can kind of catch the boat on. So make sure that you're paying attention and that you're taking advantage of these opportunities when they show up, and that you're riding that ship out, because you're going to really get some very positive things if you just keep going, keep flowing. And just stay open to what's coming through you. So these are going to be things that are going to be very beneficial for you, that are going to be showing up. So make sure that you take advantage of them. The other thing is here, make sure that you're keeping your eyes wide open and that you're not getting fooled by anything. You want to make sure that you're paying attention, that, that the people that are in your life or around your life are really there for you, and that they're meant to be there. That's going to be important. And make sure that you're being you, that you're being authentically you and showing who you are, because that's going to take you a lot further than just trying to fit somebody else's mold. And the last thing is there's going to be some illumination here. It's showing towards the end of the month, and it's like the light's going to be shined on people, opportunities, health. It's really all about like getting answers, like solutions. Just like all the different areas of your life are going to be illuminated, so you can actually really see what's going on and where you need to make adjustments. So it's really actually a very positive thing, even though there might be some hard changes that you need to make for yourself. It's good to know the truth, and it feels like that's what's going to be coming through. It's like the opportunity to see what's really going on, and the truth of all the different aspects and areas of your life, so you can
Right.
make positive changes. So
Yeah, definitely. It's like like you said, illuminating, like putting light on what you need to change. That's good. I mean, and strategies are just by nature, they're just really lucky. Like I said, they are ruled by Jupiter, just the lucky planet. It's like abundance and wealth and just, it's, I mean, you gotta love Saggies there. And they don't, like I said, they're mutable. So they're not like, they'll go with the flow. And their mantra is, I understand. Like every sign has a mantra, and theirs is, I understand. So yeah, good luck, Saggies.
All right.
Okay.
Awesome.
So next Capricorn, the goat. Capricorn is an earth sign. They are cardinal earth, and they are very practical, very intelligent. Like a lot of like CEOs, like people like they usually have like Capricorn in their big three, like a lot of Capricorn energy. They're the go-getters. They're the overachievers of the zodiac. They're persistent. They're stubborn. They are very goal-oriented. They're very intelligent and very practical because they're an earth sign. So for Capricorn, you are going to have significant growth and improvement in your mental and physical health. You may find that home and family matters are going to be, I'm going to have to plug that in, are going to be very highlighted the first week of April. You may find that you're putting a lot of work into a written project. You may have either at work or if you're in school, and you'll be getting that out of the way by the end of the week. So you'll be very productive when it comes to your written responsibilities. Also, you may be putting a lot of effort into romantic relationships during the first week of April and smoothing things out if there's any complications and overcoming problems that there may be present in your romantic relationships. On the 5th, you'll have a full moon in your 10th house. So there may be some sort of ending in your career. So that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to like leave a job or lose a job, but it means that you're going to have some sort of work project that you could be completing, or just some kind of big thing is with your career, just moving forward and moving up, being promoted from to. But yeah, so by the middle of the month, you may be making improvements in your home. You may be buying like furniture, for example, or just like redecorating, remodeling. You may be cleaning up your house and stuff like that, making your living environment a more beautiful place. You may be finding that your relationship with family members will flow very nicely. You'll be able to overcome complications you may have had with them previously, family members, but you'll be getting really along well with your family. And you, let's see, from the 11th to the end of the month, you should be your career should be going like stellar. You should be getting along really well with your coworkers, your bosses, people putting in a good word for you. You'll be really by the end of the month, your physical health may be making changes. You may be making improvements to your diet or exercise or overall health. But by mid to end of the month, you'll be improving overall routines and getting a lot of work out of the way. So you're going to be extremely productive in this month. The 19th, you have a solar eclipse in the 4th house. So you may be finding that you have opportunities to make money, finances, and it's the 4th house, so it's like home. So maybe you're doing some projects at home or working from home or something, working out of your home, doing something that will be beneficial to you. So yeah, that's let's see. The 19th, near the end of the month, you'll be settling some kind of finance, figuring out ways to improve your financial situation as well. So you want to watch out for that. But yeah, overall, I mean, Capricorn generally is very productive sign. So it's like they're always just trying to, they're always just like, what's a trucking it, getting their work done, and just like, it's really funny when you look at all like the CEOs of companies, like how many of them are Capricorns is just amazing. They're just like, they're ruled by Saturn, and it's like very much the, kind of like the stern kind of like, I was like, think of it like not militant, but just like, this is what I need to do. It's like Saturn's like the alarm clock that wakes you up in the morning. It's like, getting the job done. So they're very much like, results oriented. So they're like, they really want to do what they need to do to get positive results. So while you're doing the reading, I'm going to plug this in because it's literally just dying on me.
Okay. All right. Well, Capricorns, they sound like very hard workers.
Okay.
All right. Let's do. All right, Capricorn. Let's see what the cards say. All right. All right. So I would say very much.
I don't know what I just said. What did I do?
The camera.
I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. Oops. Okay.
Okay. So for Capricorn, you're going to really want to focus inward and make sure that the course that you are on is true to you and who you want to be. So just make sure that you're following your own star, you're following your own path forward. There's going to be opportunity to really make some really big, powerful, magical changes for yourself and in the lives of others, and just really like far-reaching the things that you can accomplish and get done right now feel very magical in the way that they're really going to benefit a lot of people, like getting a lot of stuff achieved that's going to benefit a lot of people. And make sure that when you're going at your work and you're working so hard, that you're doing it joyfully, that you're maintaining a good balance of having fun and staying playful, so that it's not all work. You want to take those moments and times for yourself to be happy, a little more play, and just make sure that it's not all work, balanced. Make sure that you're getting some fun in there. Just approach your work with a joyful heart as well. The God card is showing up here. So that's referring to like the very active principle. So you're staying very, very active. And it's also saying that like you want to make sure that you're using those male properties that we each have, which is going back to say like being proactive, taking charge, um, like moving forward, being almost like a protective energy in a way that like you're looking out for yourself and you're looking out for the people underneath you. Um, that's going to be important, and just make sure that you're doing that in a way that is joyful but also true to you. That's where you're going to help make the magic happen for yourself and those around you. And it's also saying use your creativity a bit more. Along with that being playful, it's like be creative, think outside of the box. That's how you're really going to be able to take yourself and your work and whatever you're working on to the next level, is by really just taking the pause from all that work and action long enough to say, is this authentic? Is this real? Is this original? Is this new? Is this needed? And just making sure that you're putting a lot of thought into what you're doing, and that you're not just doing work to do work, that you're not just doing it to stay busy, that like you're actually doing something that is productive. Yeah,
that's good. And you know what? I think that a lot of times Capricorns just like, they just enjoy, like they enjoy working. You know what I mean? They might not be like whistling while they're doing it, but like they like accomplishing things. They just like, and my boyfriend's daughter's a Capricorn, and I'd be like, when it's time for her to go to school, she's like, I love school. I'm like, you love school? You know what I mean? Like they just like being like, they like being, they like seeing the fruits of their labor. They like getting a lot of stuff. And so, yeah, I could see them, needing to, they just, they do enjoy, they're overachievers. What can I say? So good luck, Capricorn. Okay, so next we have Aquarius. We've got two more. Aquarius, water bearer, it's an air sign. They are a fixed air sign. They're ruled by Uranus. They are known for being like the eccentrics of the zodiac. They can be like very quirky, very like, I always think Aquarius is very smart. They're very smart sign, because all air signs are smart and they're really good at communicating. But they're Aquarians. They rule the 11th house, so they're like humanitarians. They're very they want people to get along and everything. They're very tolerant. They're very unique. They're very independent. They're very I always think of what's his name? Einstein, right? He's like really smart, but he's like kind of weird, quirky. Like that's Aquarius. Like they're very, like you could say, oh, meet me here. And they'll meet you there and you're like, how did you get here? And they'll have like some weird route they took. And you're like, how, like they'll come up with the answer because they're smart, but they always have like a unique, like kind of way of however they do it. So love Aquarius. Aquarius, during the first week of April, you are going to be hustling in your career. You're also going to be working on improving the relationship that you have with people in the workplace. And you're really going to be working hard towards improving your health, by improving your diet, exercise regimen. You'll be getting a lot of stuff out of the way, work. You'll be very productive in your career. Also, finances are going to be growing because you are going to be actively working on securing finances and building up your finances. On the 5th, you'll have a full moon in your 9th house of education and travel. You may end up taking a trip somewhere, or you may be ending something in your education. Maybe you're done at school, or maybe you finished a big exam or something big at school that there's an ending when it comes to something with education, like a project or anything. But if you're not traveling or you're not in school, this wouldn't really apply to you. You're very productive this month. You'll be improving overall day-to-day routines from the middle of the month. You'll find that creative projects will be flowing very nicely. You'll have a new burst of creative energy, and your dating life should be very exciting and entertaining, as you will have many opportunities to meet people. You'll be maybe starting some kind of relationship, dating life, or the interest that you're already in, or romantic partner you already have, maybe moving up a level. You'll be picking up traction and finding around the middle of the month. And you've, let's see, on the 19th, you'll have a solar eclipse in your 3rd house of writing and communication. So you may find yourself networking with new people, building new acquaintances, new social bonds. Your social life should be flowing really effortlessly. You'll also find that it'll be easy for you to partake in different kinds of like activities, or with groups of people. You're going somewhere, something like that, where it's like in a group setting. By the end of the month, there'll be some issues involving your family. You might have to work on mending relationships within your family, but by the end of the month, things should be flowing nicely when it comes to like relationships. You just might, whatever's going on with your family, you might want to just look look into that and just kind of just heal whatever relationships are going on there. But yeah, there's a lot more fun this month than the previous month for you guys, for you Aquarius. So good luck, enjoy your month, and yeah, good luck. That's April.
All right. One. Okay, well, I've got some follow-up cards, so these must be for the Aquarians out there. Let's see what else comes through.
I don't notice the overall theme for everyone. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say that everyone's finances seem to be like they're, I mean, either if they're reworking them or they're just like everything should be like financially, there seems to be like an overall theme that there's going to be a lot of changes to people's finances this month. So, and most of them very positive, just like working on them and getting them established, like a new kind of change of finances, or just finding new avenues of getting, money coming in, or just being promoted. I mean, there's a lot of finance related stuff this month. So let's cross our fingers for everyone, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. That's always a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see what is going on with Aquarius here. All right. So the 2 dropout cards, just FYI for those Aquarians out there, is getting things done, tying up loose ends, and holding on to hope. So stay hopeful, and just know that like getting done what needs to get done. That there's hope for getting it done, and quickly, efficiently, and making things happen. Okay, so Aquarians this month, it's saying, okay, pay attention to the people in your life that you might be having issues with. That there's going to be people there that that you might have issues with. They're kind of meddling around in your life. And it's funny because you mentioned there towards the end, like having issues with people with family.
Yeah.
And like paying attention to that.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, definitely need healing in family relationships and things going on there. So
yeah. And that's what's showing up. It's like there's people in your life that you're having problems with, and just being very honest and getting the truth out there, like whatever's going on, like them finding out the truth about what's going on with this person, or them bringing truth to light about how they feel or what's been going on. But the healing is here. So, and being able to heal this stuff. And that might be also too what these 2 are referring to, which is kind of what I was feeling like, taking the opportunity, like go ahead and work on healing these relationships with family, because there's hope here in fixing these issues. If you just go ahead and do it instead of like trying to put it off, there's a good opportunity to get these things healed, and that you'll probably be very surprised by what comes about from the healing. Like if you think, oh, there's no way I could ever talk to so-and-so again because we just had this huge blowout. And it's like, no, there's going to be an opportunity to really fix that and heal it. And then it's going to be like, oh, wow, I didn't think that was possible, but it was. And now you have like this great relationship with them again. There's energy here for that. So definitely, if you can, anybody out there that you're Aquarius, use that energy this month to really be proactive with trying to heal this family dynamic in a really good and positive way. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised by that.
Yeah, astrologically, it's been really tough with over the past few months with Aquarians and family. So whatever's going on there's definitely some healing that's going to be coming up. But I've noticed that theme for a while now, that Aquarians have been having relationship problems within the family. So good luck to you, Aquarius, and let's get some healing done this month.
Yeah.
Okay. So the final and the best sign of the zodiac. Pisces, mutable water sign. We are the fish. So we're ruled by Neptune. It's we're very friendly, dedicated, we're very kind, we're very empathetic, we're very hypersensitive, psychic. So So Pisces, to go along with the theme here, it's going to be a huge focus on finances. Your finances are going to transform in a positive direction this week, the first week of April. You may find yourself putting a lot of effort into resolving problems that you may have in any kind of romantic life that romantic or love life that you have. By the end of the first week of April, you'll find that your relationship, your partnership will be flowing more easily, nicely, because you'll have worked on any challenges that may be present in your love life, maybe putting a lot of effort into resolving any issues that you may have. But you also find yourself grinding when it comes to like creative projects. And if you have children, you may find that they're being a little bit difficult to deal with during the first week of April. On the 5th, there's going to be a full moon in the 8th house, finances, investments. So you can find out that maybe you're closing a financial deal, or maybe you're having some kind of like return on an investment or something finally maybe coming your way. You may find that you're finally handling and settling debts, or maybe that there's some kind of ending or closure to some kind of financial chapter. For example, you could be paying off a credit card or student loan or something like that. But however, whatever happens during this time, your finances is going to happen and lead to some positive financial outcome. Later down the month, during the middle of the month, you're going to have an enormous boost in your finances. So that's good. There's a lot of like endings and beginnings with your finances and wealth. And and you might even be getting some kind of boost in a new stream of income coming in. So from the 11th to the end of the month, you'll have Venus in Gemini, which means you're going to Venus inside of Gemini, which is like the 3rd house. You'll be getting along with your family. Your home life should be flowing nicely. You should be making maybe some renovations to your home. Actually, I was going to paint the cabinets, by the way. On the 19th, you're going to have a solar eclipse in your 2nd house of finances. So it's going to be a time where, like I said, there's going to be some kind of chapter ending with the 8th house being there, but also because it's in the solar eclipse is going to be happening in the 2nd house of your finances. It's going to start a new chapter. But so the next 6 months, you'll be able to find out for yourself really what the work that you're putting in now is going to be securing the finances that you're going to be seeing later. So yeah, it's a good time for you financially. Second of the month, you may find that there's maybe, I don't know, you might have complications with written work or something. You may have to revise something that you're working on, or some kind of like writing, or just any kind of like creative project, or anything with like written or just like communication. You might need to alter, but for the most part, finances are looking good. You're a lot of changes there, but new beginnings there as well. So good luck to you, Pisces. This is what we have for Pisces.
Nice. Okay. And let's see what's going on for Pisces this month. What is the message from the cards? All right, here we go. All right, there it is. Let's see.
Oh, I missed the first one. What is that? It just looks like a white card. What's on that card, the first one? It's just white, blank?
Yeah. So this is the 0 card of my deck, and it is completely blank.
Oh, no.
It means a little bit, something a little bit different for everybody, and it can change frequently with, depending on the reading. Looking at this for Pisces, there's a lot of wishy-washy going on. Like don't know what they want to do, what path they want to take, but they know they want to eventually try to find the path to peace and ease and harmony. They want to find that way to just kind of get through things, and reaching that level where you don't have to work so hard for that to happen anymore. It's like that's the opportunity that's available this month for Pisces is, instead of, if you can make a decision on what it is, it's like this, it feels like to me like this blank card here that we have at the beginning is, what do you want? as what, so this is a message for Pisces. Like, what do you want in your life? What is your overall goal? What is your overall desire? Like, what do you want to see happen? And then instead of being like unsure or wishy-washy about it, like truly making a decision. And then once you can actually pinpoint, make a decision and stick with it, you can achieve it. It will happen. It's just the hard part is making the decision.
Yeah, very indecisive. All mutable signs kind of are, though, but especially Pisces, we really are.
Yeah. So if you can make the decision, you can get to that next level of having it be easy moving forward. And then it's also saying, like, make sure that you're approaching your work very joyfully. So, and it's just making sure that it's all coming from your heart and from within, and that you're putting that forward into what you're doing, so that it's not like, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this. It's, I want to do this. I'm looking forward to doing this because I know the impact that it's going to have,
Cool.
and how like positive it's going to be as a result. So the work here is like a little extra side piece, but like the biggest theme for the month is deciding what you want, and then knowing it can happen if you'll just make the decision. The actually getting there and having it happen is going to be the easy part.
Yeah, actively pursuing it, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yay. I can't believe we got through all of them, huh?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me.
Well, thank you for being here. I greatly appreciate it. I hope that this is something we can do more often, and hopefully people enjoy it. And yeah, we'll kind of hopefully fine tune it, see how we want to do it going forward, and see if this layout works and everything. So thank you for being here. Again, if you guys get through April and you're like, oh my gosh, that was so awesome, and like spot on, and you want to get a reading with Jessica, you can.
And even also, there's, I'm sorry, I was going to say, if you're, when you get your your charts on, like when you get like a personalized horoscope, it's, you can be a little bit more specific about what's going on too. So it's like you get your birth charts on, and then you get like a personalized, you know what I mean, to your transits for the year. It's a little, this is more broad for the whole sign, but it's like specific horoscopes seem to be a lot more accurate. But I mean, yeah, it was great being here.
Yeah, I know that, you know, mine was really great. I enjoyed the reading I got and all the information I had, and it's been amazing, actually. So I definitely highly recommend having that done. And you can reach Jessica at Starfish Astrology at gmail.com. Again, I'll put that in the notes.
Thank you.
Until next time, you guys, thanks for being here, and yeah, stay magical.
Bye, everyone.
All right. So.
Oh God, my ass is killing me. My ass is killing me. My ass, my. No, it's fine. I'm just like, oh my gosh, this fucking chair. It's like so hard. Next time I'll be more prepared, and next time it'll be better. I'm glad we got the first one out of the way. I feel like now we kind of have like a layout, like a, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we know it's more like, you know, it'll be easier to do the next one, but whew, thank you.
I
hope that was okay. I'm sorry if I'm not really prepared enough. I feel like it's a lot of information to try to, you know what I mean? But look into that girl, Evangeline. I think her name is Evangelina or Evangeline, but look it up. It's really interesting. And yeah, I had fun. Thank you for letting me do this.
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad we got to. Yep.
Sorry it's so late too.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll be in touch. I'll get this edited and posted up, and all that good jazz. And then we'll talk soon to plan the next one.
Awesome. Okay. I was good talking to you. Okay, I'll talk to you later.
All right.
All right. Bye.